the complementation rule allow to calculate the probability of an event indirectly. PE will be equal to 1 minus P naught E. Why? Because sometimes it's easier to calculate the probability of something not occurring than it is to calculate the probability of that event happening. We'll just subtract P naught E from 1. The first complementation rule question deal with relative frequency. You must realize that the relative frequency itself is a probability. It's the frequency of one event over the total number of values in the sample. So for the complementation rule, we need P of X under 2000, less than 2000. Now, P of X strictly less than 2000 will be equal to 1 minus P of X 2000 and over. And that probability is 0.035. So technically speaking, we just have to subtract 0.035 from 1 and get 96.5%. Now, the direct way to calculate P of X less than 2000, P of X under 2000 acres would be to just add A plus B at the events plus C until we reach H. Now we can easily check that with a calculator. With our TI-84, we're going to enter the data 0.084, 0.264, 0.161, and so on and so forth until we reach 0.047, and we should get the same answer, 96.5. B, P of X 50 acres or more means X greater than or equal to 50. For 50 acres or more, starting from 50, we'll go all the way up to 2000, this part of the graph. Now, if we want to calculate this directly, we have to add all these events. Indirectly, we just need to subtract from 1 the values that are strictly under 50 acres. And those two values are 0.084 and 0.265. So P of X greater than or equal to 50 is equal to 1 minus this sum, which is 0.349. And when we subtract, we get 0.651 or 65.1%. If you did not use the complementation rule, you can directly add up all the events from C to I. That's where P is greater than or equal to 50 acres. From C to I, it's gonna be C plus D plus E plus dot plus I. And use your calculator to check it. calculator to check it, and you should get the same answer, 65.1%. Use the complementation rule to find the probability that a randomly selected senator is 50 years old or older. Now, we have in total 100 senators in the Senate. The probability that a senator is 50 years old or older is equal to 1 minus the probability that X is strictly less than 50. The probability that X is under 50. Now, that probability will be equal to 1 minus 12 over 100, which is 0.12. P of X under 50 is equal to 12 over 100, 0.12. Now, 1 minus 0.12 is equal to, let me see, 0.88 or 88%. We're going to search for the probability that a randomly selected senator is under 70 years old. So it's P of X strictly less than 70. This part of the graph right here. And this part of the graph is equal to 1 minus P of X 70 or older. So 70 or older is this part of the graph. So it's minus 18 over 100 plus 18 over 100 plus 5 over 100. So it's 1 minus 23 over 100 or 0.23. 1 minus 0.23, we're left with 77. 0.77 or 77%.